What did you need?
Seen before. Eliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. But can you feel that? This marvelous object. It practically radiates magicka. And yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information.
Yes? What did you need?
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
Yes?
I need you to
What did
come
you
with
need?
me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, more importantly, I'd like... So we're going to go have a little chat with you and find out Technically, don't worry.
Yes?
You can
What did
return
you
to your
need?
petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. I merely wish to talk to you. I've given us a chance to... The situation... I believe it is... The energy... The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so... You set this... You must under... My present... I'm all too... Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon your... As you may have learned, the world is... Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, unfortunately, the future... I fear his perception may be more coherent than ours. He was once a student here at the college. Now he is... I am unsure. I am sorry I can't... Now, it is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
Well, what is the meaning?
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then... he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Has Tofti a bit... Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Until next time.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here she is. Now what?
So nice to have pleasant company for a change. I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not...
If you have a moment, could you help me with something?
No one's heard from the Physic Order in so many years. Hard to believe one would just suddenly show up here. Yes, I may have entered in... It was a mistake, and now... But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back.
Can you... You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with you. Jazargo has seen that Tolfdir like... You must be very skilled. Jazargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Jazargo has worked hard, but Jazargo will give you scrolls. You tell Jazargo when you are ready. Ha! You can't resist, can you? Let's see. It is especially... Jazargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work.
I have many important
how
things
well
on
his
my
scrolls
mind.
work.
Your concerns are not among them.
I still need some... We're all trying... Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing... Oh, good. Now, you just stand there. Please hold still, and don't move. There. Now Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you feel all right? You look very, green. I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results. It's not. It shouldn't be. You'll be back to normal in no time. And when you are, we can try this again, and I'll be sure to get it right.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
I still need some help, if you can spare the time.
The college will be here for you no matter... Well now, are you going to see him? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need?
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Yes? What did you need?
Your perseverance will only lead to disappointment. Still, you persist. Very well. enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. But those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. You seek that which all who wield magic seek, knowledge. You shall find this. Knowledge will corrupt. It will destroy. It will consume. You seek meaning, shelter in knowledge. You will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others. No, though you may be the last, the one who calls himself Ancano has sought my knowledge as well, through very different questions. Your path differs from most. You are being guided, pushed towards something. It is a good path, one untraveled by many. It is a path that can save your college. I will tell you what you need to know to follow it further. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Yes? What did you need?
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
It's no secret that the college... Really? And what might... I'm sorry. Well, Heights. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically meant... I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific... I seem to recall... I'm quite... This circlet once proved invaluable to me.
What did you need?
I hope it can be of use to you now. I hope Mirabelle is helpful in locating...
If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
Please don't bother the arch... Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? I see. I only brought it... They were apparently under the impression... My understanding... I was quite surprised. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here... The Synod seemed... It sounded like they were... I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Resolved yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
Let me give you a bit of advice.
So did Delvin send you again, or are you here on your own this time?
Oh my. Onmund is too... I'll make this... So, there's nothing more to be said. Look how persistent you are. It's charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right, I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual... Let's also and it was only late. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. You're not very good. Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea. Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
The Nords don't appreciate us. So what? I don't appreciate them right back.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Well, a man's got to make a living
What did
after
you
all.
need?
Fine. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign. Any questions? Raven Rock started out as a... They left the town, and even if it's been a struggle to make...
Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to
Starting
book
wonder what
past.
happened to you. Remember, we're watching you.
Bad weather.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by... I'm unsure. I swear I don't think so. I'm not... The name has
Yes?
something to do
What
with...
did you need?
Earthstone.
Have the supplies you request.
Gods, another mouth to feed. You've picked the wrong town to settle, Outlander.
Time to teach this whelp a lesson.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Redoran Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. I was going to search for clues that might... I could use your help. I wish I could have said the same. Some of the Redoran Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind. And I'd hate to lose any more Redoran Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. Report back to me if you discover anything unusual.
Have you found something? This is strange. The note says it's from General Falks Carius, but that's impossible. Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm gonna head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
There's something you...
Nordic ruins.
Damn it.
Even older than I am.
With me? What's the
Dogger
matter with you? Sorry, I've just had a lot of hawk-faced cowards coming by to mock my efforts. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest. The name's Rollis. Rollis Sedaris, out of Moorhold. I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities. The relics of Arzador. But this whole thing became a disaster right quick.